Some people do not lose their freedom in one moment. They lose it slowly in small decisions they never made. Daniel was standing in a grocery store, holding two brands of coffee. He stared at them longer than he needed to. A woman next to him picked one quickly and walked away. Daniel did not move. He took out his phone. "Mom, which one should I buy?" He stood there waiting. It looked like a normal moment. No one noticed anything strange. But if you look closer, you would see something quiet and dangerous. A man in his 30s, unable to choose something as simple as coffee without asking someone else first. And the worst part, he did not feel trapped. He felt safe. Daniel had always been like this. Not because he was weak, not because he was lazy, but because someone had always been there to decide for him. His mother. She called him every morning. "What are you wearing today? What are you eating? Where are you going?" It sounded like care. It sounded like love. And Daniel believed it was. She helped him choose his clothes. She told him which job to take. She reminded him who to trust and who to avoid. Whenever he hesitated, she filled the silence. And over time, Daniel stopped hearing his own voice. Not all at once, just little by little. Until one day, there was nothing left to hear. At work, Daniel was known as easy to work with. He never argued. He never pushed back. When people asked for his opinion, he smiled and said, "Whatever you think is best." His co-workers liked him. His boss trusted him. But no one really knew him, because Daniel had no opinions left to show. Even his lunch breaks followed a pattern. He would sit, open his food, and send a quick message. "Mom, I'm eating now." Sometimes she replied. Sometimes she did not. But Daniel still sent it. Not because she asked him to, but because something inside him felt wrong if he did not. Like he was breaking a rule that no one had written. One evening, Daniel met a woman named Claire. They were both waiting in line at a small restaurant. She spoke first. "You look like someone who waits a lot." Daniel laughed. "What do you mean?" She shrugged. "Like you are always checking if it is okay to be where you are." The comment stayed with him. They sat together, talked, laughed. For the first time in a long time, Daniel forgot to check his phone. Hours passed. And when he finally looked at the screen, he saw 3 missed calls, all from his mother. His chest tightened. The night suddenly felt wrong, like he had done something he was not allowed to do. The next day, his mother called again. Her voice was soft. "I was worried about you." Daniel apologized immediately. "I'm sorry, I was just out." "With who?" she asked. There was a pause. "Just someone I met." Silence. Then she said gently, "You should be careful with people you don't know." Daniel nodded, even though she could not see him. That was always how it worked. She did not forbid. She suggested, but her suggestions felt like decisions. That evening, Claire texted him, "Do you want to meet again?" Daniel stared at the message. His fingers hovered over the screen. Then slowly he typed, "I'll let you know," and he did not reply again. This was not the first time. Years ago, there had been someone else. Her name was Anna. She had waited for him to choose her, to fight for her, to say one simple sentence, "I want this." But Daniel never said it. Instead, he said, "My mother thinks it might not work." Anna did not argue. She just nodded and walked away. At the time, Daniel believed he had made the right choice. He believed he had avoided a mistake. But now, standing alone in his apartment, he remembered her face. Not angry, not sad, just tired. Like she had been waiting for something that was never going to come. That night, Daniel could not sleep. He kept thinking about Claire, about Anna, about all the times he had almost spoken, almost chosen, almost lived. There was a question he had never asked himself before. What do I actually want? The question felt strange, uncomfortable, almost wrong, because wanting something meant taking responsibility for it. And Daniel had never done that. He had always been guided, protected, directed. Now for the first time there was silence. No voice telling him what to do. And that silence felt louder than anything. A few days later, Daniel sat in a cafe, alone. A man at the next table looked at him for a long moment. Then he said, "You look like someone who is waiting for permission." Daniel frowned. "Permission for what?" The man smiled slightly. "To be yourself." Daniel felt something shift inside him. The man continued, "People who love you should teach you how to stand, not keep you leaning forever." Daniel did not answer, but the words stayed. Not like advice, like something that had always been true but had never been said out loud. And once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. That night, Daniel sat in the dark. No TV, no phone, just silence. He thought about every decision he had never made, every moment he had waited, every chance he had let pass, and suddenly it became clear. He was not safe. He was controlled, not by force, not by anger, but by love that never let him grow. And the hardest part, his mother did love him deeply, but love had turned into fear, and fear had turned into control, and control had taken his life. The next morning, Daniel went to see his mother. She opened the door and smiled. "Did you eat? Are you sleeping well?" The usual questions, the usual care. Daniel sat down. For a moment, he almost said nothing, almost went back to the old pattern. But this time he did not. He looked at her and said, "I need to start making my own choices." Silence. She blinked. "You will make mistakes," she said. Daniel nodded. "I know." His voice was calm. "But they need to be mine." His mother looked at him for a long time. There was no anger, only something deeper. Fear. The fear of losing him. The fear of not being needed. Daniel saw it, and for the first time he understood her. But understanding did not mean surrender. He reached for her hand. "I'm not leaving you," he said. "I'm just not going to disappear into you anymore." She did not answer, but she did not stop him either. And that was enough. Not a victory, not a perfect ending, just a small space where something new could begin. That afternoon, Daniel walked outside. No plan, no instructions, no phone in his hand. He stopped at a small shop, the same kind of place where he once stood frozen in front of two choices. This time, he did not call anyone. He picked something, not because it was right, not because it was perfect, just because he chose it. It was a small decision, almost meaningless, but inside him, something shifted. For the first time in his life, he felt the weight of a choice, and strangely, it did not feel scary. It felt real. Here is what most people never realize. Control does not always look like control. Sometimes it looks like care. Sometimes it sounds like protection. Sometimes it feels like love. But real love does not take your voice away. It gives it back to you. If someone decides everything for you, even with good intentions, you are not growing. You are shrinking, slowly, quietly, until one day you wake up and realize you have been living someone else's life. And the hardest part, you helped build that life by never choosing differently. Think about your own life. Is there a voice that you follow without questioning? Is there a decision you are afraid to make on your own? Maybe it is not your mother. Maybe it is your partner, your family, your past, or maybe it is just fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of failing, fear of standing alone. But here is the truth. You will make mistakes. That is part of being alive. The real loss is not making the wrong choice. It is never making one at all.